There we go. Turn me up. Oh, I'm up. Hello, test, test. 1, 2, 3. Good, yep.
Because, yes, you know, and see, and I got you. See, you're going to have a better sound than this. You're going to have a better sound than going through everything.
Are we ready to go? No? You can stop share. There we go. Okay, good morning, everyone. It's 10:30. Hello, hello. Wasn't last Sunday fabulous with Missy? She was fantastic. It was such a great Sunday. And here we are back again. It's funny how the week goes by, just like that. It's very funny. I don't imagine how just the sun keeps going around. So we're going to start again this morning with our wonderful Checo Tohomaso. And we're going to start with our song, We Come Together. So again, the instructions are as follows. The first time, listen to the song as a meditative song and just take the words in because it's about us coming together. And then he's going to do the second course, and I believe Michelle's singing with, sorry, Michelle, I didn't see you up there. Michelle will sing with him, and everybody join in on the second course. Then there'll be a little interlude where yours truly will come up and say a couple things, and then we're going to play it again for the third time. And we will, again, all join in as you feel called. So again, my name's Rev Tamara for those people on YouTube or Facebook or wherever you are that are watching. And we're going to start off with Checo.
We come together in this moment. We bind our hearts and minds, for we all form a tapestry woven from one life, one creation, undivided, all unique expressions of God. We come together now in
as we come together in this moment, knowing that there is one life, one love, one universal divine mind that is operating right here, right now. It is love, it is joy, it is peace and harmony. So today I also take a moment to express my gratitude for the first peoples who have cared for this land, the sea and the creatures, and allow myself as a settler to love, play, work on these unceded territories of the Coast Salish peoples, including Semiahmoo, Katsi, Coquitlam, Wasanich, Tsawwassen First Nations. So may this acknowledgement serve as a reminder, an understanding of the harmony of the land and the earth and all peoples, as we're on a shared journey towards a more compassionate society. And here at CSL White Rock, our vision is that it is a loving, vibrant world that works for all. And our teaching is based on the science of mind, and it is a faith, a philosophy, a way of life. We have 4 cornerstone beliefs that we talk about every Sunday. One is that there is one life. It is the source of all things. 2, we are spirit having a human experience. 3, nothing outside of us needs to change for us to be happy. And 4, we're here to walk each other home.
We come together in this moment. We bind our hearts and minds, for we all form a tapestry woven from one life, one creation, undivided, all unique expressions of God. We come together now in one accord.
Thank you. Beautiful way to start the morning. Thank you, thank you. Again, welcome everyone, and thank you for taking the time to be here on this, well, it was kind of sunny this morning. At least it's not raining today. So if you're new here, please raise your hand, and our board member Sandy would love to greet you, and she has a packet, and Jill will too. Jill and Sandy? Oh, you're new. Me too, Jill. I get it. So thank you for joining us, and welcome to our beloved online community as well on YouTube Live, and I believe some of us are on Zoom, so we so appreciate that you're here with us today. So I have a few announcements that first one is that we are actually looking for one more board member. We need a secretary to help us run our Center for Spiritual Living White Rock. We are short one person, and we would love if anybody's interested and would like to step up to help with that. That would be great. It will, to be a board member, you need to be a member and committed to our community. And the commitment is 1 hour a week at the meetings, plus. But it's 1 hour a month. Oh, so 2 hours a month. At their meetings, 2 hours a month are our meetings. But they're fun. We do some spiritual practice together. We do lots of things. And you get to see the inner workings, or some people call it the underbelly of what's going on behind the scenes. So definitely, if you feel called, we'd love to have you join us. Next, on Sunday, July 7th at noon, we're going to have a discussion with the practitioners. Jill and Diane are going to be leading this discussion, and it's going to be talking about we're here to walk each other home. So this discussion will be here in person plus on Zoom. Then Sunday, July 14th, everybody get your hands ready for drumming. Hey, I know it's taken us a year to organize this, but we're so glad we're finally doing it. And drum circles are about having fun and connecting through rhythm. There's no experience necessary, and all drummers are welcome. And if you have your own drum, bring it. But if you don't, Rhonda Bruce, who's been a facilitate for us, she has drums that she will bring. So we are looking for a minimum of 10 people to make sure that everything is all covered for Rhonda. So please register online on our website. And again, all our links for meditations and classes and any extra activities are always on our website. So please check that out, as well as they are also in our newsletter that our lovely Liv and I and Jill and a few of us all put together. So make sure that you take a look at that. And now I want to invite up our past president, Janet Pope, to make an announcement in regards to the Centers for Spiritual Living organization and a community or a committee that she's with.
One other thing, but I can explain that first. Can everybody hear me? Nope. Do I have to? What do I have to do? Can you hear me now? Nope.
Yeah, but it's very low.
If you want to use my mic.
Can you hear me? I have to eat it. Okay. I'll get closer. Okay. I only have 2 minutes scheduled on the schedule, so I have to be quick. Well, that was technical issues. So what Rev Tamara was mentioning is that I recently became our contact for the member council of our greater organization, CSL, the Centers for Spiritual Living. And the position was created to get centers, representatives from centers together in a discussion about how to grow our centers, because a lot of the centers have experienced a decline in membership. And so they thought it would be useful for the centers who are working on this, and we are one of them. We'd love to grow. We have a lovely basic community here that's committed, but we would always want to be as big as we can be. And so what the idea is that we take ideas that we're trying that are working and share them with the other centers. So and we can share with them on their Facebook page as well. So if anybody has things they want to pass on to the greater organization, just let me know. And I'll just tell you who the member council are. Basically, they represent the general CSL membership, of which we are all one. And they give them a voice in the organization, and they provide them with information and resources that enhance their personal engagement in their spiritual community and empower them to expand membership. So what they do is help us find ways to get the word out, basically, individually. And their purpose is to empower and unite our spiritual movement. Their vision is an expansive, heart-centered, connected community creating positive transformation. And I think we all want to do that. And their mission is to be a resource that engages individuals, ignites, strengthens, and supports spiritual community growth. So they're there for us as a resource for how we want to grow. So thank you for that. I do have some brochures that I'm going to leave out. People can take one and read more about them. And then the second little thing, and I know I'm probably over 2 minutes already. We are, Reverend Tamara already mentioned that we're looking for a board member. All of us are volunteers. All board members are all the people. And we are looking for volunteers also to help with our Sunday service. So I have put together some forms here that show the areas, all the areas that you can participate in should you want to. I'll just list it quickly. First of all, there's the setup in the morning, putting up the chairs, and then the setup after to take them down again. Greeters at the welcome table and setting up the welcome table and giving new people a welcome package. And then that person usually helps do the collection as well, right? Yeah. And then a big part is setting up the music equipment and helping with the sound and Zoom, and then putting that equipment away after the service too. And of course, we have our coffee and refreshment bar over there, and we can, we would love somebody to take that over once in a while too. So you're basically making the coffee and then putting things and cleaning up afterwards away. Anything that's a little more technical, we will always provide training for. So please don't worry that you don't know about things and you don't feel confident to do it. We were all beginners here at one time too. So, and if anybody wants to do something and they want to do it with a second person, a lot of times people have done that. So that, one could do the bits, come early for the setup of chairs, and one could stay a bit later for the putting away of chairs. So we're open to accommodating whatever your schedule allows. And if I can just leave these out, and you can take one and look at the different areas and maybe sign them and give them back to me. That would be lovely. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's Georgia, I think, now for meditation. That's okay. That's all right. Thank you, Georgia.
Awesome. Thank you. It's interesting that Tamara said we need a secretary, and she and I, when I first met her, I think she was the secretary of CSL, and then I became the secretary. Look at us now. So there you go. So that, so wonderful things can happen. And also the volunteer thing, maybe it's the first Sunday or the last Sunday you want to do. Like you want to commit to one Sunday. So you could pinpoint that so it doesn't feel like every Sunday. So think about that too, yes. It's a wonderful chance to get to know people. So let's begin by coming into a comfortable position with your back straight and your hands resting comfortably in your lap. You just close your eyes or have soft eyes and just take a deep inhale breath. And then exhale out. Just let go of any tension or worry or uncertainty, any fear you may be feeling within you today. Let it go with the intention of emptying yourself and to welcome any positive or radiant energy that serves you and your inner being. Inhale. Exhale. And as we welcome this moment of meditation, we're going to embrace the power of boldness. It's been part of our theme this month. Take another breath in, breath out. Allow the fears and the doubts to release. Now imagine yourself standing at the edge of a cliff with a vast landscape before you. This represents the unknown, full of opportunities and possibilities. And as you breathe in, repeat to yourself, I am bold. Feel the words resonate within you, filling you with confidence and courage. And with each breath, take a step forward into the unknown. Embrace that uncertainty, knowing that boldness is not the absence of fear, but the act of willingness to do it despite it. As you walk, imagine the weight of fear and self-doubt lifting, like shedding a worn-out cloak. You are free to explore, to create, and to inspire. Remember, boldness is not just about grand gestures. It's also about small, everyday acts of courage. It's about speaking up, taking risks, and being true to yourself. And in honor of Indigenous people, I have a few words from Richard Wagamese. He said, "To be struck by the magnificence of nature is to be returned again, in the all too brief moments, to the innocence of which we were born with awe, wonder, humility. We draw them unto us, into us, an altered state forever by the unquestionable presence of Creator. All things ring true together. If we carry the deep sense of communion back into our world, workaday lives, everyone we meet benefits. That is what we're here for, to remind each other of where the truth lies and the power of simple ceremony. So as you continue to breathe deeply, allow boldness to become part of your essence. Know that you have the strength to overcome obstacles and achieve your dreams. Another breath in, breath out. Take a deep breath as you prepare to return to the room. One final breath in, breath out. And whether you are here or anywhere else today, just carry this sense of boldness with you into your week, into your life. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Become aware of the room in which you sit. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us today. Never forget that you are powerful and bold. You are loved and that you are love. Thank you. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. By the way, I'm Georgia Neekin, practitioner. Thank you.
Back to the music.
Good morning. I'm going to do a little song. I like sing-alongs. I always like people to sing along with me. And little song we put together, everyone knows it, is a fun song. What a lovely day. And it's summer. We can celebrate. It's not raining. Okay, here we go. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go,
Whoa. Boy, I'm going to have to keep my tempo up here. Thank you, Checo. That's amazing. Yeah, get us kicked off here. So fabulous. Thank you, thank you. Well, here we are again. This morning we're talking about higher heights. Higher, am I on? Yeah, okay. Just shock you. Higher heights. Oh, there we go. Now you can hear me a bit better. Thank you, Michelle. So, what did Ernest Holmes say about this? I thought this was a great quote from him. He said, Communion with Spirit is one of the greatest privileges of life. By communion, we mean silently entering into the divine harmony and beauty until we feel that harmony and that beauty in our own heart, in our own soul, in our own mind. So that is from Ernest Holmes in Richer Living. So with that, I was thinking, okay, well, what do we talk about when we want to go to higher heights? And that is going beyond that limited thinking, going beyond what we are looking at right at this moment, that condition, the effect of what is happening in our life. So it's how do we do that? We have to do that through growing our consciousness. And how do we do that? Through spiritual practice. It is always the way. It comes back to spiritual practice so often. You know, there's this today when I was, it's fun having Checo here today, because as I was writing this talk, a lot of songs came to mind. So one of the first songs was Somewhere Over the Rainbow, where they mentioned that land far, far away where dreams come true. The place is beyond, and we have to climb to those higher heights, that place of that dreaming. And it engages our ability to use our creativity and envision and dream. So as we're moving through that, we begin to notice our growth. And now I'm hoping that you've been coming here for a while. I see most faces here have been here for a bit, that you're noticing in your everyday life. Maybe you're not getting as triggered. Maybe when you would respond with anger, you're now just taking a breath. Maybe there is something in you that has shifted a little bit. And that's what it's about. It's not about necessarily always the big shifts. It's about the little shifts that we can make each day. That time to change our life, right? That is our main philosophy. Change your life, change your thinking, change your life. So as we grow our consciousness and move through it and take that breath and we mature in our spiritual wisdom, we can move through it. So that came to my second song that I was thinking about was Miley Cyrus. I know, The Climb, right? But she says in her song, I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming. But there's a voice inside me saying, you'll never reach it. Right? Every step I'm taking, every move I make, I feel lost with no direction. My faith is shaking. But I ought to keep trying. Though Yoda would say there is no try, there is only do or do not. But she keeps trying, because there's always going to be another mountain. And I'm always going to want to make it move, she says. And that there is going to be uphill battles. But sometimes I'm even going to have to lose those battles. But it ain't about how fast I get there. It ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's about the climb. And that's what we're doing here in spiritual community. We're taking that climb together. I don't know about you all right now, but I have God bumps all over, all the way down. Because that's that place. But it's knowing too that sometimes we're going to hit those plateaus. Right? We're going to climb, we're going to look at everything, we're going to do our prayer, we're going to do our meditation, and then boom, We're going to look for that next hold when we're climbing a mountain, and it just gets out of our reach. So we take a rest. Take a rest. And that is okay. So as we're going, knowing that this journey is just not, ooh, and then, oh, I'm saved, and I'm all healed, and I'm all, enlightened. But sometimes there's going to be little dips. And what is the biggest thing that we can do when we hit those little dips? Is apply compassion to ourselves. Apply compassion. Because life throws us little curveballs. It throws us curveballs. So then I thought, okay, so if we're moving through, we're going to look beyond, we're going to look at our vision, we're looking at what we're dreaming. So then the next is the stair steps to heaven. So what does Science of Mind say about heaven? Heaven is within us. It is already here. We believe heaven is really just a state of consciousness within us. And as we move to those higher heights in our spiritual experience through our sacred relationship, right, going back to communion with Spirit is one of the greatest privileges of life that we get to have. And that is where we move through and get to experience our shifts, our life. How do we move it? And everyone is going to be unique. I can't say, if you do 10 pages of journaling every morning, and then you do 5 Hail Marys, everything will be all right. It's going to look different for each of us. Some of you may journal. Some of you may sing. Michelle comes to mind. Some of you may dance. Some of you may do other things that bring you joy, that bring you to that place where you're feeling that connection with the divine. And whether it's walking in nature, what we learned about at summer solstice, we learned about hugging a tree. I say actually you shouldn't just hug the tree. You need to lean up against it for 35 minutes, people. 35 minutes. And what did one of the gentlemen that showed up, Randy, said that it lowers our blood pressure. It gets our negativity down through into the ground. It changes that energy within us. So I know Georgia and Norm do that quite regularly with Susie and Douglas, right? Yeah, that's the name of their trees that they see every week. But then that is part of our spiritual practice. And I was thinking, okay, consciousness, heaven, and then another song came to mind. This is the third one already today, is the song by Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven. So I looked up the lyrics, and I loved at the last stanza of the song. He said, I think it's Robert Plant singing, and he says, "And did you know your stairway lies on the whispering wind?" And as we wind down the road, our shadows are taller than our soul. There walks a lady we all know who shines white light and wants to show how everything still turns to gold. And if you listen very hard, the tune will come to you at last, when all are one and one are all. Is that not Science of Mind? In Led Zeppelin. What the heck? Who would have guessed that would have happened? So then we go from, as we're moving towards that place of heaven and we're starting to practice, we're doing the things that we're doing, and then we come to our beloved community on Sunday mornings or on Friday nights at solstice or on sacred circles. And it's that time where we can ascend to higher heights in our spiritual experience. And it's common to extend ourselves into others in community, because CSL continues to embrace a global vision of a world that works for all. And one way to build this is through establishing our beloved community. And one of the chief purposes of community, and of our center and other spiritual centers out there, is to reach out, arms around one another. And we do this because it is our nature to connect. We want to connect. This is who we are. We're reaching out to each other, but we're also reaching out to the divine that we see in each other. And I love this quote by Sharon Salzberg. She's a meditation teacher. She said, I once had a dream in which someone asked me, why do we love people? And the answer was, because they recognize us. When someone sees the truth of us, it's the most important thing that can happen to us. And we respond with love. Isn't that beautiful? When somebody sees the truth of who we are, and we know that we are that expression of the divine, that we respond back with that love. So that is when we're extending ourselves in love and joy, that is when we can reach in new ways that holy boldness. And I love George's meditation today. Everything that she had in that meditation from those words from Richard Wagamese are basically encapsulated my talk today. But community, it's a key area of living to take a sincere look at how we treat others and to know that we don't have to do this thing called life alone. We all have something to contribute. And it's as we give that we're energized. That's that volunteering, that sacred service, being in service. You could probably ask any of the volunteers here what that does for them when they give back to the community, how it uplifts them. So it's as we give, then we're energized, and we are allowing that divine circulation to flow through our lives, through our hearts, and through our families. And that's where we make the shifts, those shifts that ripple out into the world. There was a movie, I don't know if everybody, well, I'm not dating myself, I think, in this group, but a movie called Oh God with John Denver. So John Denver actually was at Mile High Church, which is a center for spiritual living in Colorado. And he said that he made that movie because he felt there was a message of truth in it. And he talked about his favorite scene of the movie when his character Jeremy was shaving one morning in front of the bathroom mirror, and he sees God for the first time. And God actually is, who is it? George Burns. Thank you, George Burns. And he says, who are you? He says, I'm God. And he goes, what are you doing here? And why are you here in my mirror right now? And he goes, because I want everyone to know that I made this world to work. I made this world to work. And Jerry said, well, have you read the papers lately, God? It ain't working. There's war, there's hunger. And he goes, God said, I've given you everything you need. And Jerry said, the character said, but we need help. And God said, that's why I gave you each other. That's why I gave you each other. So that is why we're here today in this space, to be together, to come together, to support each other. So to tie everything together, we want to grow our consciousness beyond, see past those limiting beliefs that we have, see past the effect, the condition that is happening in our life and in our world right now. We climb those steps to heaven in our consciousness, one rung at a time, right? It's not going to go from the bottom up here. And so it can happen that way too. I'm not going to say it can't, but it's taking our time and being compassionate with ourselves. And then embracing our community and letting our imagination go. And this is going to be a little bit off of what I've talked about, but I really think it's an important point. When we're in community or we're trying to move past our dreams, there's also a time that we need to rest. There's a book out there called Rest is Resistance. And the author Tricia Hersey talks about rest disrupts and makes space for invention, imagination, and restoration. Rest is an imagination tool because it makes space to simply be. And I think in our worlds right now, we're all so busy doing. We have to get a better job. We have to make more money. Things are expensive. We hear all those stories that are going on out there. And yes, they are the effect of what's happening in the world. But yet, right here, right now, each person you are enough right now simply because you are alive. You are enough right now simply because you are alive. Right? There's no trying to do things or working towards. Imagine what it would feel like, taste like, and smell like if you had believed that you didn't have to prove who you are by your accomplishments or your labor. So, the idea that you came into this world to be a machine, to accomplish, to labor and to do, nothing can be further than the truth. And when you slowly begin to believe and understand your inherent worth, rest becomes possible in many ways. So, I'm encouraging you to take time to rest, to nourish, to come up with allow that spirit inside of you to guide you, that spark that is within all of us. Because that might be an idea that you can bring to the community and say, hey, have we thought about doing this? Have we tried that? Because we've talked about growing. So whether we're in community and taking time to imagine that, or we're taking time to imagine that little spark, that creative spark within us, right? To go past, to go back to those dreams. So we're moving forward in all things that we're doing. And our work here too is also to heal those old stories that we have. To heal the old stories about, somebody else maybe will take care of that, or this is too hard, it's too much, how are we going to do this? Letting go. And when we rest and we listen and we take the time to lean into that faith, to lean into that intuition, something will come. And it's trusting. My dear practitioner Diane always tells me that. Tamara, stop. Listen. Lean in. What is Spirit wanting you to express right here, right now? Such wise, wise words. So let us think about how we can rest and then come back refreshed to do the things that we're called to do. So I encourage you to take that time to see what is yours to do. So by resting, meditating, journaling, singing, dancing, whatever it is that lights you up. And commit to yourself this week, if you're willing, to pick one of those things to reach your higher heights. Are you willing to do that for 15 minutes a day? To shift yourself? That's only a question each of you can answer inside. And there's no judgment, no anything. It's just what is going to work for you. So I know I went off a little bit talking about rest, but I think it's such an important piece that I think we all forget about. But it's that rest that allows us to come back together. And whether we're in outreach to help create and nurture our beloved community, and the vision of the world that works for everyone, let's execute it with each other and the broader community by taking sacred, bold steps with faith and trust while we're doing our own spiritual work. We can all move together to higher heights through this time and this place and this evolution of life. So ends the lesson, and let's take that into prayer. So knowing today that there is only one life, that one love, that universal divine mind that is operating right here, right now, in and through each person. Today, knowing that each of us are one with that one as that divine wisdom, as divine beauty, as divine love expressing through us in this human form. So today I know and claim that each of us takes the time to nourish that divine relationship within, that communion with the divine that holds us, that seat of our heart that inspires us, that helps us dream, that uses our imagination to bring us to this place of wholeness, this place of love, this place of connection with ourselves and with others. So today I claim the joy, the love that is here in this room, and that it ripples out into the world in the way that a world that works for all and is loving and it is vibrant and there is joy. So I'm so grateful for this opportunity to walk this path, this teaching, this philosophy, this way of life of science of mind, knowing that I can change my thinking and change my life. So with dear and great gratitude, my heart is full. I let these words go into that law of mind that always says yes. I let it go, I let it be, and ask you to join me in saying, and so it is. Thanks. And now I'd like to bring back Checo. Yay! Oh, don't trip over that wire. There we go.
There were so many songs were going in my mind when you was talking. I go, oh, somewhere else. No, I did that one last time. And higher, things getting higher. I said, your love lifting me higher. You know that one? Yes. I like sing-alongs, so we're going to sing along with it. Okay, here we go. Your love lifted me higher than I ever been lifted before. Just to keep it up, which my heart desire, I'll be at your side forevermore. Your love keep lifting me up, love keep lifting me higher and higher, higher. Your love keep lifting me up, lifting me higher and higher. Now once I was downhearted, disappointed was my closest friend. Then you came, it surely departed. I can stand up and face this whole world. Your love keep lifting me up, love keep lifting me higher and higher, higher. Your love keep lifting me up, love keep lifting me higher and higher. Now here we go. Oh yeah. I love this lyric here. I'm so glad I finally found you. You are one in a million girls. When you put your loving arm around me, I can stand up and face this whole world. Your love keep lifting me up, love keep lifting me higher and higher. Come on now. Your love keep lifting me up, love keep lifting me higher and higher, higher.
Whoa! I didn't want that to stop. I was just sitting there in my own little world. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Checo. It was so great. Now, are you playing anywhere? Do you have anything coming up
Oh, yes.
where we can
yes,
see you?
Yes. Well, actually, I'm excited about this because I've been in kind of back and forth for 20 years and never played at Grandma Island, so I'll be playing there next Saturday.
Oh!
At an art gallery, and it's free. It's from 5 to 8. at Granville Island. So I'll be doing Motown and Sweet Soul, and
Oh, lovely.
that would be Saturday the 29th
Saturday the 29th.
at Granville Island.
Nice.
Because there's if I don't know if you know, there's jazz festival and music all over the
Oh,
place.
is that the
Yeah.
jazz festival that weekend?
Oh, well, this weekend.
Oh, it started already.
I was last night. I was over
This week, okay.
West Vancouver, but you come out and it's free too.
It's free. That is so
And
fun.
it's art and music together, and the ocean and creation.
Yeah. Oh, so fabulous. Well,
Yeah,
thank you.
thank you.
And we so appreciated you, the concert you put on for us.
Oh,
What was
thank
that, like a month ago now? Yeah. I mean, I
Thank
can't
you.
believe everybody kept saying he didn't even take a break. Like he just played for hours and hours and hours. He did that last night. Oh, at the Legion. Oh, so fun. Yeah, so oh my goodness. Well, thank you. And as I say thank you, it's taking this time now to acknowledge our gratitude for our musicians, for Michelle, our music director, for all our volunteers, and also for this wonderful community. And it is that this is our time for spiritual practice in the art of giving. As you may know, CSL White Rock is a not-for-profit, and know that we're walking this path together, and that everyone's generosity of spirit is so appreciated. So as we take this time and from the place of love and gratitude, each one of us enters into that natural circulation of abundance that is the very pulse of the universe. So if you're willing and you have a gift today, or if you're a committed giver, or, today's just one of those days, just place your hand on your heart. And I encourage you to know a goodness for yourself. And then I encourage you to know a goodness for either this community or the greater world, whatever you're called to today. And I ask you to join with me in repeating our affirmation. I live in the universe of abundance.
In the universe of abundance.
As I freely and joyfully give, I join in the divine flow. And all that I give returns to me multiplied. I am so blessed, and so it is. And now I invite our ushers to pass our baskets, and know online and on YouTube, you can always donate through our website, by e-transfer, or even send us a good old-fashioned check. And I think Michelle and Checo are going to sing I Am So Blessed for us.
I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed.
Beautiful, Michelle. Thank you. I call up our practitioners for the day. Georgia, Jill, Diane. I think we have Liv online. So this is knowing that today is a beautiful day. And I bless these gifts as well as the givers, the receivers, this wonderful community. I know these gifts make a difference in so many ways. They keep us with music. They keep us coming in person. They allow us to offer different avenues to connect, to be in that beloved community. So I say thank you, thank you, thank you. And I bless these gifts, and so it is. Thank you. And so please know our practitioners here are here to serve you. As I talked about sacred service earlier, this is what their joy is, to give the gift of prayer. So please see one of our practitioners after service today for, some people call it the 1 minute miracle, or maybe 2. You're more generous than that. But if you haven't experienced prayer, please, please, please see one of these lovely ladies as we go through. So with that, I'll get everyone to stand. We've been up and down all day today, people. And follow with our final prayer. Something wonderful is happening in me right now. It's this thing called life. It's this thing called love. It's this thing called community. I know it. I feel it. I express it. I am it. And so it is. Yay, and welcome back. Checo for the final song.
Your fellow man, lend them a helping hand. Put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late, oh please don't hesitate. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Take a good look around, and if you're looking down, put a little love in your heart. I hope when you decide, kindness will be your guide. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Put a little love in your heart. 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 Put a little love in your
Woo! Fabulous. Thank you. Well, thank you, everyone. It's been a wonderful day already. Go Oilers, go. I have to say that now. I know. Stampy's coming home. So thank you. And for everybody in class, if you wanted to stay and ask some questions today, please do so. And online, if you would like to just join us on our class Zoom link, we will answer some questions there. So I think that's Kelly. I see you up there. So if you want to join in, we'll probably give us 15 minutes or so. We'll jump on Zoom around 12. Hi, Cindy. Good to see you. So thanks, everyone, and look forward to chatting. Grab a coffee, grab a cookie, and we'll see you all next Sunday.